Let's just hop into the video. I'm losing my mind on a degree you guys don't even understand right now. I got a little chest congestion, been drinking tea, healing, you already know. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe because we're going to get wild in this one. And oh man, my last stand. Let me tell you, today was my last stand. But reading the video that I have this like pulled up for this is the vocals are done by Robbie Wyckoff. I think that's his name. And that blew my mind because then when I went to the comments, it turns out this dude did songs for Phineas and Ferb, dude. Well, if he's watching, I'm going to let him know right now. He sung his ass off in this song. It is one of those songs that speaks to the soul. Another cool thing about looking him up, he had 444,000, of course, search results. So that's pretty cool too. If you don't know about repetitive numbers and stuff, actually, do that. Ooh, he did. Number. Yeah, I don't have to look when I type. Anyways, look. So convey, yeah. You could call them angel numbers or repeated numbers. It doesn't really matter. Nobody that's actually into numerology will say that. Nah, they do. I'm just poking fun because I'm losing my mind. Anyways, My Last Stand is a super fire song, dude. This song speaks to my soul. And in the context of Tekken 8, of course, it follows Jin and Kazama, right? That's his dad, something, whatever. It's the whole family trauma and generational trauma. So, you know, without spoiling the story, it's your whole thing that I feel like reflects reality in general. This whole devil side of you, which within the game, it's actually Jin's devil gene. But like in real life, it's like the devil and the angel on your shoulder and the whole thing about consciousness and that your ego is actually there to protect you, which I don't want to say anything about the game, but basically Jin has revelations. And I think this song speaks for itself. This shit made me cry the other day in the kitchen. I am not kidding you because I feel like I'm living a life that this song represented. So frequency is truly powerful in the universe, the song. So the one song, right? So let's get into it. And yeah, this is uploaded by Dallop T right here. I'm going to find somewhere to pull up the lyrics because I want to talk about them. They're pretty simple. So yeah, Sweet Genius has, I think there's more than this. All right, we'll come back to those. We'll come back to those because, you know, I need those. All right, let's bump this banger, man. I'm going to try not to go headbanging on this. It's so heat, bro.
I feel my energy. That voice is telling me to take a stand and not back down now. Today and evermore. I can't take this anymore. I'll make my choice for good or evil. In times of conflict and destruction, our destiny is my connection now. A feeling in my soul. It's beyond the reach of most mere mortals.
Dude.
So remember, no surrender. My defining moment. I will stand up, overcome my past. This is different to the end. If it takes forever, no surrender. Now or never. My last stand.
love music, bro. Oh, being a dancer. It's like coursing through me, bro. I'm seeing the whole trailer in my head.
I can't take this anymore. I'll make my choice for good or evil.
Times of conflict and destruction.
Our destiny is my connection now. A feeling in my soul. It's beyond the reach of most mere mortals. Take a stand. So remember, no surrender. My defining moment. I will stand up. Overcome my path. This is different to the end.
If it takes forever.
No surrender. Now or never. My last stand.
Where we at? Let's go. I feel like they were in the studio like it was. I love that song. Y'all don't even understand. I had it one day just on in the kitchen playing it. It's freaking almost just literally just started bawling out crying, dude. And it's because, you know, the story of Tekken is so simple. I don't want to spoil it, right? But definitely I could be encoding it or whatever. Who gives a shit anymore? I feel like there's a metaphysical aspect of it, and anytime revolving consciousness and this whole devil and faith and God and blah, 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 it always comes back to this whole thing that, look, it's you versus you. And when you're on a path in your life, there's certain paths in your life that you take that are not going to be understood by many people. You're going to be called crazy. You're going to be called out of your mind. Some people think it's a risk. Everyone always has something to say, even if it's hype, even if it's the people who believe in you. But at least on the side of the coin that is the belief that's in you, that benefits you more than people not believing in you. But sometimes that could be the best motivator. So, but anyways, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're being hyped or being hated. Staying authentically you, going for what you want, taking a stand. It's such a powerful message because for some people, it's not going to hit through this song. That's what always gets me. That's why I do my channel the way I do and drop the gems I do, because it's not about teaching. It's about hopefully this affects the right person to make a stand. And so far it has. And I feel content. And I can't wait for my reach to spread elsewhere. And I hope you get my passion through this song right here, this video watch of the song and breakdown, is because, or listen along, because it's truly like, this is life. This is the essence of life. I feel like captured into a song. And I'm going to explain it along with the lyrics, but truthfully, man, it's about this not giving up, this just conviction, this just belief in yourself, this, you know, and this letting go, man. Like, I don't even care anymore of how I even appear on LUNARWASLOST. Wait until y'all see the videos coming up. I'm letting go. I don't care. This world is so unreal and so dreamlike. Nah, like, I'm going to say the things I want to say. I don't care what opportunities it kills for me online. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be polarizing. And that's why I wanted to do this song right here, because this song encapsulates everything that I'm about to talk about and what it makes me feel. And I really hope you take from this song, if it's the song that gets you to like wake up, it really fuels you, that, you know, I think this is what any artist really wants, is a song to make you feel an emotional reaction, because this universe is that. It's all energy. Very musical universe. But the intro is Our Time Is Now, which I think just with the timing of the game coming out in the beginning of the year, it's such a good landing. Like, like it literally hit in January, the first, where there's a lot going on in the world right now, a lot of entertainment, a lot of things with BlackRock, a lot of things with Apple Vision and just all this AI and all this. And it's like, you know, and the first verse is right here. I feel my energy. That voice is telling me to take a step and not back down. And that's with mentioning AI and all the Apple Vision and all this stuff. I feel like that's what it is. You know, I watch, I'm just going to name drop the YouTubers and that, because I'm not putting them in bad light. But there's some YouTubers like Thinking Ape and others who think humanity and all this is a certain way, and things I've heard. And I just laugh, because I'm like, when you step back and really evaluate everything that's going on, this thing truly is a matrix. I was doing it's like I was getting information overloaded with so much that I just sat to myself and said, bruh, this has to be a dream. This has to be all planned, like in control. There's just no way it can't. It's just too, like, almost divinely guided, bro, to be a system where it's a game. You know, there's a video I'm coming out that I don't want to spoil, where, you know, in the video I'm asked a question of, why do you think people like entertainment to begin with? You know, why do you play games? Why do you log on and play games if you're a gamer? Why do you do the things you do? Well, then ask yourself if that same question, if it was on like your macrocosm. Why do you think souls come down here and play little humans on Earth? So, yeah, I got a lot coming, and I think about this, and I think it doesn't just sum down to trying to figure it out. I think maybe human nature is just flawed in general, and that thing that beats within you, the soul, that's really the driving force of all this, is the thing that remains pure and is just coming here for the experience. And don't worry, I'm going to tie this into the song, because that's what I do, but I feel my energy. That voice is telling me to take a step and not back down. It's your ego. That was so weird that started playing. That scared the crap out of me, dude. Yeah, so I feel my energy. That voice is telling me to take a step and not back down. That inner voice. That's why I say your ego is to protect you. That inner voice. In Tekken, without spoiling it, the inner voice, basically the shadow self, is Jin himself, because it's you versus you. But there's this time in your life where, and I feel like this is probably this year for a lot of people, that it's time to stand up. You know, you may feel like you don't have a voice. You may feel like your energy doesn't impact the collective, but it most certainly does, because the microcosm affects the macrocosm. It just does. Everything has a reaction in reality. So you have a voice. Stand up. Don't be silent. If you feel like you need to say something, say it, man. Don't worry about how it comes out. And trust me, I need to take my own advice for this. I need to take a lot of my own advice I give people. But today and nevermore, I can't take this anymore. I'll make my choice for good or evil. Again, I like this part of the song because it touches on the fact that good and evil are illusions. There are two sides of the same coin. I always talk about the Batman and the Joker. If you look at life now and you look at comic books, I guarantee you guys can probably find in your daily life who you'd call Jokers, or who you would call Batmans, or who you would call the Robins. And you could go through all characters with this, all fictional characters, you know, making somebody like say how somebody is. I do this with anime characters. And it was like if you haven't seen the movie yet, Bullet Train, I think that's what it was called. It was a fire movie where one of the characters in there, he classified people by the trains. So he says, oh, like, you know, there's always that one person who's a shit stirrer, like trying to just stir the pot. They're diesels. And he said, it looks like we got a diesel around here. And there's ways they, you know, that's the way he identifies people. And he was saying that, like, he found the deeper meaning of life within literally Thomas the Train Engine. And I feel like that's why I say with microcosm, macrocosm stuff, you could do the same thing. You can find the meaning of life in anything because life is just the experience. But going back to the for good or evil thing, it's like that. It's two sides of the same coin. It's literally just one half of a whole. And a lot of people separate this. And a lot of people can't even think about making a choice for evil or what people would deem as evil, you know, because they fear this. They like fear it. That's the thing. You're not supposed to fear evil, but you're not supposed to fear good either. I know that people fear good. And you're probably like, what? Fear good? And I'm like, yes, there are people that fear good. There are people that are good that are really actually doing evil acts or appear as good to the evil acts, or evil that is actually doing good acts. Like when the anti-hero or the villain has like a better motivational story than the hero. Why do you think it's like that? I heard a quote by B.O.B. is, they always hang the hero, so I'm the villain. Oh, it's just ads popping up. I was like, what the hell? But again, in times of conflict and destruction, our destiny is my connection now. I feel it in my soul. It's beyond the reach of most mere mortals. So this song, so again, this sounds like a video game, right? No, this is why I say they be dropping hints in these songs. They really be dropping hints in these songs, in these animes and everything, bro. Is in times of conflict and destruction. So that's one of the best places to see how real somebody is. When they're going through suffering or going through a hard time, you'll really see who they are and who they choose to be. And our destiny is my connection, you know, because I just opted out of like turning the volume all the way down. It's trying to take me out of my flow. In the game, that's basically what's going on. It's a big ass war, but I won't talk about it. Like if you're a Tekken fan, you know, but you probably know like what it left off from. But basically in real life, what I can allude to is think about the conflict and destruction that's been going on now. You know, stuff overseas, stuff in Texas, everything that goes on if you pay attention to it. Don't buy into the fear mongering, but understand what's going on for your own caution. So if you get it in times of conflict and destruction, who are you going to end up being? Then our destiny is my connection. You can take that for what you want. This for me was just like in the game. Oh wait, I already said this. I was kind of explaining this one. See, I'm going crazy. But for this one is because it was basically like Jin's motivation is what? Like the anime stuff, his friends. So, you know, for this, you could easily say you can allude to something like your motivation may be your parents, your motivation may be your friends, your motivation, because, you know, not all of us got good parents. But you know, all of that. I by the way, that wasn't me subbing like my mom or anything was bad, but I'm just saying like, I hate when people push, because of my experience growing up, I hate that people push this whole thing that family is everything, when like the saying of the blood of the covenant is thicker than the blood. I don't remember what the original saying is. Look it up. Like blood is thicker than water, but the blood of the covenant, basically paraphrasing in my own words, those who you choose to be your family have thicker ties than your actual family at times. It's just a matter of perspective, bro. But people don't want to hear that. But yeah, so I feel it in my soul. It's beyond the reach of most mere mortals. So this really hit me. And this is the part of the song that really hits me and makes me cry, because this feels like I'm going for in life. You know, I hear when I was watching The Thinking Ape and him talk about Asmongold is right about most people in this whole thing, I just kept in the back of my mind for a lot of this stuff that I wonder if these guys ever get into metaphysics or things like that and really try to go for what the deeper meanings of life are, if they're really curious. Because I'm like, maybe not Asmongold, but maybe Thinking Ape, because truthfully to me, it's like, it is deeper, but like we're all a projection. I don't want to get deep, but mostly what I'm saying is it's a truth. The truth of reality and what it means to you is not going to be a thing that you can explain to others. I think it's an individual realization, and it can be realized as a whole, right? And that's why a spiritual, conscious, metaphysical evolution is what you see kind of coming back, because there's nothing new under the sun, because that's what's needed to push consciousness further, is this old knowing, because all these ancient civilizations already knew what was up. And it's like we're playing catch up. It's like we're de-evoluting, We're devolving. Evolution in reverse, because, bro, back then they had it figured out. We're all gods. We're all connected. So this right here, I feel it in my soul. It's beyond the reach of most mere mortals. I feel like a lot of people don't understand this fight, you know, especially the one like you versus you when you're truly going for something. Like, because if I'm going off of the perspective that Jin was meant to save the world, literally, it's literally that. There may be some of you out there crazy enough to do it, and I applaud you to go for it and really change the world and leave an impact. I'm one of those souls. And when you're like that, it's beyond the reach of most mere mortals. Most mere people will not understand. And then the chorus is, so remember, no surrender, and then my divining moment. So what's cool about the song is it's almost like it's talking to you, like take a stand, talking to you. Then, so remember, no surrender, talking to you, my defining moment. Again, talking, like the song is made around Jin, but then it's made around you, the player. So that's why I love music, because it's really speaking to you. It's meant to do that to you. Like, they didn't just do the song to validate Jin's feelings about good and evil. It's yours. It's time for you to take a stand. And music really hits, man. I like, you know, some people don't look into it this deep, and there's songs that are way deeper than this that I've covered in the past. But what I like about this song is it's so simple, so straight to the point, and so like, it's just straight to the punch. A lot of people aren't going to get this. It's out of the reach of most mere mortals. A voice is telling me to take a step. Take that first step. That's the most important step you'll make towards anything in your life. Take a step and not back down. Boom. Consistency. Go for it. You feel that energy, that voice inside your head. Got to listen to it. In times of conflict and destruction, look at all the stuff that's going on in the world. I named a few in the beginning, but look at all the stuff to worry about. What food is the right thing to eat? This, that. Bro, just take care of yourself. You know, you be feeling that. People can feel that. When people hear truth, you can feel that. Truth is a frequency. They can feel that. And a lot of people aren't going to get it, because why? It's beyond the reach of most mere mortals. And that's why this song made me cry, because a lot of people aren't going to get it. A lot of people aren't going to even understand why this song hit that deep to me. A lot of people are going to do the thing. It's not that deep. And it's not that deep. Reality is just a dream, a little fun game we play until we're out of here in 100 or so years, or 80, to be honest. Nothing deeper than that, man. Anyways, much love and Moonlight. See you in the next one.